Write a professional, empathetic speech delivered by a seasoned mentor. The theme is the physical and emotional architecture of resilience. Cover the following points. The reality of stress. Acknowledge the physical toll of modern life without being pessimistic. Conscious living. Explain the necessity of being present and intentional rather than reactive. Life's expectations. Discuss how hardship is a requirement for growth, not just an obstacle. Emotional mastery. Provide actionable insights on controlling anger and using it as a signal rather than a weapon. The human mandate. Define what it means to live effectively as a human being in a high-pressure world. Key improvements. Made. Vocabulary. Changed things about life to the human experience or biological and mental limits. Concept of stress. Framed stress as a physical reality rather than just a feeling, making it more relatable and professional. Control versus agency. Instead of just controlling hardship, I use the term internal response and agency, which sounds more authoritative. Anger management. Reframed anger as something to regulate rather than just stop, which is a more psychologically sound and professional approach. Your shoulders might tighten. Your breath might become shallow and quick. Your heart may begin to race. These are not signs of weakness or failure. They are powerful biological signals. They are your body's ancient protective system preparing you to face a perceived threat. When we can name these physical sensations for what they are, we begin a crucial process. We stop layering feelings of shame or frustration on top of an already heavy load. Simply recognizing, my heart is beating fast. My muscles are tense creates a small but vital space. It allows you to see the stress as a separate event, not as the entirety of who you are. Accepting this physical truth is the first step toward reclaiming your power. It is the solid ground upon which all other practices of resilience are built. Without this acceptance, we fight our own bodies, adding an internal battle to our external struggles. This understanding does not require us to become pessimistic. Acknowledging that stress is real does not mean we must surrender to it. Stress is a part of the human experience, but it is not the whole of it. It is a visitor, not a permanent resident. Once we learn to recognize the signs of its arrival, we can choose how to respond. A few deep, slow breaths can signal safety to our nervous system. A short walk, a simple pause before we speak. These small acts are profoundly powerful. They change the body, and in doing so, they change the mind. Section 2. The practice, living with presence and intention. Next, let us talk about what it means to live consciously. To live a conscious life means to be truly present. Too often, we move through our days on autopilot. Being present is an invitation to stop this cycle. It asks you to simply pause, to look, to listen, to name what is happening inside you with honesty. It creates a small, quiet space between the feeling itself and your next action. In that space, you find a moment of choice. That space is where your freedom lives. This simple practice is the beginning of self-regulation. Living with intention is a practice, not a perfect performance. It is built through small, consistent habits. Choose one word: steady, kindness, focus. Bring a different quality of attention to what you are already doing. These small shifts practiced over time begin to rewire your brain. You become more anchored in the present. Your actions become more aligned with your values. You begin to architect a life that feels more grounded, more meaningful, and more your own. Section 6.3. The blueprint. Hardship as a requirement for growth. Hardship is our resistance training. The struggle itself becomes the blueprint for a stronger internal architecture. What is this experience here to teach me? What, in this situation, can I control or influence? This question returns a sense of agency to you. Growth does not happen in one grand sweeping gesture. Small, steady, repetitive adjustments. Over time, more manageable, weight lightens. Let us speak directly about anger. Anger is not your enemy. It is a loyal and powerful signal. a messenger that a boundary has been crossed, a value violated, or something you care about is at risk. The danger is not the feeling, but what we do with it. Our task is to learn how to regulate our anger, not to eliminate it. Use your emotional tools with skill and care. Here are 5 simple, practical steps you can take to manage anger in the moment. First, pause. Do not speak. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. Second, name the feeling. I am feeling angry. Third, get curious. What is this anger telling me? Fourth, choose one constructive response. Fifth, reflect. What did I learn? Do I need to repair? How can I handle this better next time? Using these steps transforms anger from a destructive sword into an insightful map. It points directly to a boundary that needs your attention and care. Finally, the human mandate. I believe it means living with a sense of agency. While we cannot control the world, we can choose how we show up within it. Living well also means living with care, outward and inward. Treat others with compassion, respect, kindness. Turn that same care toward yourself. You are worthy of rest, compassion, grace. Act with a steady purpose. Know your core values. Take small, consistent steps. A life well lived is built on 3 pillars: care for the body, care for the mind, care for your purpose. So, where do we go from here? Here are 4 simple actions to begin your practice. First, notice one physical sign of stress. Name it. Breathe. Second, pick one single short habit to be more present. Try it for 1 week.